so now this morning, something quite a bit different than the normal. This is a three-piece CV shaft from a Lincoln Nautilus SUV for my customers at Village Motors. They've been chasing a mysterious vibration with this late model car, and it said around 1800 RPM estimated, and like a drumming noise in the chassis when you're driving it. So they asked me if I would inspect it for them, and as you can see, I did have fixtures for, that's an 86 millimeter CV, and I had a fixture to jump the 100 millimeter CV down to the 86 millimeter. You can see it's that cup-shaped thing I'm pointing at. Of course, the back detail, you can't see it inside of, that's inside of the cup right there, the adapter cup, it had more material. It had a deeper belly on the back side of it, so I had to modify that cup to accept this 86 millimeter one versus apparently the other version that I made that adapter to fit. So I tuned that up. I had to take that apart and modify both of them because both ends are the same. So we got that in there, and that's mint. So this thing ran very good. Excuse me. There wasn't any real big, huge smoking gun. The only thing I found was a flutter at, this is the transmission end, this is the end nearest the driver. The axle end down there is very good. And this is not a small piece. I don't know what this vehicle is, but it must be pretty big because it's 91 inches long from CV to end of CV, and it has two center bearings. So they got something going on. It is small diameter, that's for sure, but it's a pretty long piece. So we'll whack the throttle here. Just turn it up, up, up. This had it probably was close to a 3, and I would call it a flutter. I mean, it was, like I said, not a smoking gun, but you can't overlook it because you do not know how that energy manifests itself in the chassis. Some of these chassis absorb energy like that, like a vibration. Some of them transmit it. So, you know, it wasn't jumping out of the machine like you see on some of my videos that I can't run them 400 RPM because they're trying to tear themselves off the balancer stand on the center bearing stand. This thing is really actually good. I hope this cures their problem. I did make a small weight correction there, a 1 and a 2, which is, you know, fairly minuscule, and I got that down to a steady, that's it right there. It was a pretty good flutter at a 3, I would say. You know, we're splitting hairs here. So we'll cruise down the line. That's about 2,800 RPM. They said it was around 1,800, 2,000. I can drive up in, you know, driving down, that's slowing down there, and a little speeder up. Lots of wheels. That's just the machine accelerating the same as the car would. There's no smoking gun here. I mean, there's no smoke and mirrors, I should say. There's nothing stopping that from vibrating. This is a pendulum style machine, and I can easily upset it, and it returns back to that. So we're happy there. This is the center bearing, same deal. You know, once again, no tricks. This is legit. Yeah, that's clamped in there, but it's the same thing. It's secure, and yeah, so that's all the way down. So we're gonna say that this is, I don't know whether it's a win or not, but at least it's more information for Phil's customer at Village Motors, and you can see just the 2 little baby weights that I added on there. So I'm going to give this back to those guys so they can try it, and you know, I hope this solves their problem. If not, I think they have to look elsewhere in the chassis. So that's pretty much wraps this one up.